Levi the Detective, the Dragon's Temple, and the Dragon's Secret Stone. One day I was bored at home, staring out the window at the forest near our house. I kept thinking about a legend people always talk about, something about an ancient civilization. I suddenly grabbed my coat, a flashlight, a camera, a notebook, and some food and water. Then I ran out the door and into the dark, shadowy forest. I saw lizards crawling on trees and birds chirping to each other. Then I saw something big and blue burying itself under some boulders. I crept closer, and when I got a good look, it was a dragon. I couldn't help it. I screamed. The dragon looked right at me and started chasing me. I saw a tall, thick tree that looked ready to fall, and I had an idea. I waited for the perfect moment, pushed it hard, and it crashed down on the dragon. That gave me time to run. As I ran, I saw a giant temple. I went inside, but there were obstacles everywhere. The first one was a long bridge with lava under it and skeletons shooting arrows from ledges. One arrow hit me, and I almost fell, but I grabbed the bridge and pulled myself back up. Somehow I made it across. Next was a huge monkey bar course, 30 feet long, with crocodiles swimming underneath. I climbed on top of the bars and crawled across safely. Then I reached a peaceful, sunny beach. Or so I thought. As soon as I stepped in, it turned into a tall, icy mountain with sharp rocks and freezing wind. I pulled out the rope I had packed, threw it up, and hooked it on a spike. I climbed higher and higher, tossing the rope again and again until I finally reached the top. The next challenge was a pitch-black tunnel filled with bugs, stalactites, and stalagmites. I made it through, only to find a giant room full of spikes closing in on me. I made it to the other side, but realized I had left my backpack behind. I ran back, grabbed it, and dashed through again, barely escaping before the spikes closed completely. Then I saw a giant throne, and sitting on it was the same dragon. I thought it was time for a battle, but instead, the dragon said, "One final challenge. You must race my soldiers in climbing." Suddenly, I was teleported to a giant wall. "Let the games begin!" the dragon shouted. We all started climbing as lava rose beneath us. I climbed as fast as I could, nearly burning my feet. One by one, soldiers fell into the lava. When there were only 3 left, I pushed 2 off and then the last one. I reached the top first. The dragon said, "You are the last one standing. You have earned the secret I hold." He led me to an invisible room where a glowing rainbow gemstone sat on a podium. "This is the dragon stone," he said. "You may take it." When I stepped through the exit, I wasn't back in the forest anymore. I was trapped in the ruins of an ancient civilization. Levi the Detective. Escaping the civilization. I didn't know what to do. Then the Dragonstone spoke. It said, "Ask me for help, and I will." So I asked it to help me get back home. "Go back the way you came," it said. I ran through the temple again, down the climbing wall, but I couldn't get down past the lava. Then I remembered something from Minecraft. When water touches lava, it turns to stone. I poured water from my bottle, and sure enough, it turned to rock. I climbed down, crossed the spike room after asking the stone to pause time, and made it back across the bridge and crocodile pit safely. Finally, I ran through the forest and back to my house. I took my little toy treasure chest, put the dragonstone inside, buried it in the yard, and covered it up. Now no one will ever know the secret of the Dragonstone. Levi the Detective. The field trip to the moon. One day, my class went on a field trip to space. We took a rocket ship. On the bus, I remembered the legend of the Infinity World. Some people said they discovered it, but my friend Wyatt and I thought they made it up. When we got to the rocket, we blasted off and landed on the moon. We played around with the low gravity, bouncing everywhere, until we saw something strange, a hole in the moon that didn't look like a crater. Levi the Detective, the legend of the Infinity World. Wyatt and I looked closer at the hole. It looked like a glowing portal. Suddenly, it pulled us in. We fell through space, past the Milky Way and Andromeda. Then we hit something invisible and bounced right back through the portal, landing back on the moon just in time for the next part of the trip. Next, we visited Mars. It was dusty, red, and dry. Wyatt and I went to the top pole, where it was snowy and freezing, but something didn't seem right. The snow gave way beneath us, and we fell into a strange new world. Everything looked like galaxies, rainbows, and weird floating shapes. Time didn't move, and my watch said I had walked 100 quadrillion miles in one step. We ran and ran, but we never got tired. My watch said, infinite steps. That's when I realized, this must be the infinity world. When we finally made it back, time started again. My watch now said only 692 steps. The legend of the infinity world was real, a place where time stands still, but you can move freely.